Jess T.
Jess T. Right here.
Right now.
On countryradio.uk.
Then your name came up, and I came crashing back to what all we had was us.
This is Jess T on countryradio.uk. Today I have Danny Borge with me. Daniel, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great.
Are you okay?
I'm great. Danny, you're over in Norway, am I right?
Yes, in Norway.
In
a
Norway.
small city called Elverum. It's about a 2-hour drive from Oslo.
Right, but I'm not going to try and say that.
Okay.
It'll take some time. But so tell us, right, first of all, we want to introduce you to all the listeners and all the viewers. So tell us about yourself, Daniel.
Okay, my name is Daniel. My last name is Borge. I don't know how to say it in English, actually. But,
maybe
yeah,
I'm not saying it right, and we're not. Yeah, maybe it's different for both of us, perhaps. We pronounce.
I don't know.
Borge. Borge.
Yes, I know. And Borge, it's so many pronunciation of it, but you can just call me whatever you want. It's
Danny's
okay.
good. Danny's good.
Yeah, Danny's good. Danny's the best.
Excellent.
And I also have my wife with me today. Can you tell them your name?
My name is Hilma.
Yes.
And I'm married to Danny.
And it's lovely to meet you, Hilma. And we wanted you on today, and the reason being is because, we'll talk about it a bit later, but I think, when you guys have been married a long time,
yes.
And, Daniel, you've been singing a long time too. So, you've obviously been in the not in the background, Hilma, but you're there all the time.
Yes.
And there's so much that comes with being an artist. So you get kind of a front view, you know? So interesting. So that's why I wanted to speak to you too, to get your perception on things too.
Mm-hmm.
So how long have you been performing, Danny?
I have been performing actually since I was a small kid. I started playing guitar when I was 5 years old, but I didn't actually kind of pursue the full-time musician life before last year. It's 1 year exactly right now.
Wow.
Yeah,
very new.
That's cool. Yeah, and my single is coming out on the same day as we came back last year from Nashville, and that's where everything started. So I didn't know. I haven't thought about it, but it was the same date. So it's been kind of like a symbolic date, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
And, yeah. So 1 year ago, I started doing music full time, and things have kind of happened very fast. I got into this band, the Borderville band, and I have a lot of things going on in Nashville. And now suddenly I got so many new friends from the UK. Among them, you have been so much help for me, Jesse. Thank you so much for that, for everything you've done.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. We know talent when we hear it.
Yeah, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. And you have Rachel Selleck from Scarlet River Management. She helped
You
me.
do. And I was going to mention Rachel because actually it's Rachel that posted on Twitter the Borderville song, Scream, Cry for Me. And Danny McMahon was posting it, and I was like, right, okay, well, what is this? Let me have a listen. I had a listen, and that stayed in my car for weeks. And then my dad heard it, and he was like, play that song again. And there was just so many people that kept on saying, I've heard that song you were playing, and it became really big. And I'm really grateful to Rachel because, by giving it that exposure, we've all heard it, and it's, giving hopefully all of you the inspiration to continue and to keep going.
Yes.
And it had Kinsey Rose. How did that come about? How did you guys meet?
Kinsey Rose was there from the beginning 1 year ago because she asked me if I wanted to sing on her bar. Not her bar, but she was singing at a bar, Legends Corner in the Broadway. And when she asked me, I said no, because I've only been singing like in a hobby basis, not full time. And after a while, I said, okay, I can do it. I said to my wife that I can try it out. I'm in Nashville and I'm going to do it. So I can tell my friends that I sang in Nashville, actually.
I think if you're going to do it, it's the best place to do it for
yes,
us guys.
I know.
For us, anyway.
Yeah, so that's why I did it. And when I was finished singing, a songwriter came up to me and a producer. And suddenly they wanted to work with me. And they said I had a nice voice and they wanted to use my music to promote them in Europe. So that's how it all started. So Kinsey Rose asked me up on stage, and that's how I got that. Yeah,
That's
the
a great
skyrocket.
story. Yes, that's a
Yes,
great story, Danny. And it also is a great incentive to people for them to realize that, you know what, all it takes is that one moment. You don't know
yes,
when that moment will be, but at
that's
some point it can just take that one moment, that one person. Again, Rachel just popping it on Twitter and me going, what is this?
yes.
This guy's voice is different. That's what it is, Danny. Your voice is unique. It's very different. It's distinctive, and you know it's you.
Thank you
And I
so much.
think I think that's what the most important thing is about in music is that there's something that unique about it. So you released a few singles with Vaudeville, is that right?
Yes, right now we did two songs. The problem is because of the Corona situation. And yes,
Yes.
and one of the producer in our band, he's living about 200 yards across the borders to Sweden. So we
Right.
can't work together because the borders are closed. So that's why everything right now is on pause. But hopefully things will open up and we will start recording again.
We're getting
So
there.
yeah,
We're
we
getting
get there.
there.
So it's not too long, I think.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
fantastic. Well, I've heard both the songs and they're really lovely and like I say, very, very unique. It's a great band. So you've decided to spin off from that and just be Danny Borge. Danny Borge, I'm going to say Borge, but you've
Yeah.
decided to come off and do your own thing as well,
Yes.
alongside the band.
Yeah, that's right. Because uh, I've been so many times in Nashville and Miami on the festivals. So I kind of fell in love with the more modern country sound and have had to listen to music there today. In Norway, it's kind of like they still stick to that a little bit traditional country. And so am I. I love that kind of country music. But at the same time, I'm trying to move a little bit more to the modern sound and see if I can make people in Norway and Europe like that as much as I do.
Absolutely.
Yes. So
Absolutely.
hopefully when I hear the music that I am making, it's like I never heard that in Norway before. So
Ah.
hopefully it's something new that people are going to learn to like.
Right, that's really interesting because that's like, what we're getting used to is that more modern feel, and we're all into, there's so many different types of country, and it's quite a big genre, and then people
Yeah.
get really funny about what is country and what isn't. But I think there's different avenues that the country music sound goes down. So new country, that Americana feel, that's really popular here. So you're saying it's not as well known out there.
No.
Really? What do you guys listen to? What do you listen to, Hilma, anyway? What's your kind of
Oh,
country? What's your kind of country?
my kind of country is now Sam Hunt. I love
Oh,
Sam
yeah.
Hunt. And then the old stuff like Alan Jackson, Chris Young. Yeah. I
Absolutely.
like old country, Miranda Lambert. Yeah.
Exactly. You see, there's so many different
Mm.
areas, so
Mm.
many different areas. We're very lucky. We're very lucky.
Yeah.
So have you started any touring at all, Danny? Is that, well, you haven't at the moment, but did you have any plans to? Were you going anywhere specific?
We weren't going anywhere outside of Norway.
Right.
We had a lot of jobs, some big festivals in Norway lined up for this year, but everything shut down. So suddenly we were unemployed. We
Oh,
didn't have a
yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Everything stopped. And but right now I've been talking a lot to Rachel to help me a little bit, and and I also talked to a lot of people in the U.S. to try to make a tour in the UK and in the US.
That's a great idea.
So yeah, I don't care about the money. I just want to go there and play. I really looking forward to go to England. I've never been there.
We don't do it for the money. We do it for the
No. Yeah,
we do
that's
it for the
true.
love of country.
Yes.
And so what was your inspiration behind the single? Because you write quite a few songs, and I imagine that somewhere along, I hope Hilma is an inspiration to your music.
Yeah,
But I'm interested to know what inspires you?
to write.
Yeah.
Yeah. What inspires me is that like the song Scream.
Yes.
When I sing a song and I can see how people can relate to the words that I'm been writing down and try to connect with people through the songs because I heard so many good songwriters and when I heard their singing and their song, it's like the person after you heard their song, if you know what I mean. And that's what I'm trying to do with my songs. And I've been trying to write in in a way that it's like everyday speaking, if you know what I mean. Not too complex, but like
Yeah.
in the Scream, you know, I put the wedding ring in the kitchen drawer. It's like something you would have said. It's not so complicated, but it's like so people can understand what I mean.
And sometimes those lyrics are really impactful. That's quite impactful, actually. That's a real symbolic thing, isn't it? So you
Yes.
don't need to overcomplicate the lyrics to actually get the
Yes.
message across.
Yeah, and another thing that's inspired me. Every time I write a song, Hilma is in the song. I always picture her like the girl, and I like that. Yeah.
That's what we
So-
want to hear. Love is
Yeah.
really rare right now, and you guys, what, 18 years?
Yes.
That's massive and rare and really lovely. So good. I'm glad that she's part of the songwriting process as well. I'm sure she has a listen to them and tells you objectively what she feels as well.
Yes. Usually.
I'm not
she's
sure he
like,
listens. I
yeah.
don't know if he listens. Does he listen?
She's like, oh, that's good, and so, yeah, that's right. Okay, that's good. But she also in the songwriting. What is it called? When I'm writing, I always ask her, "What do you think about this?" And she comes up with so many good ideas, and so many times we're actually writing together. Many of the songs, yeah,
Teamwork.
she has a great chorus. Always have this ending on the songs that makes the song good, like good ideas. So she's in the songwriting process.
Of course, and you have children as well?
Yes.
2 boys.
Two boys. So she's kind of busy.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're teenagers. So yes,
Oh, they still make you busy. You'll
Yeah.
still be busy.
they help him too a
Yeah.
lot with his English.
Really?
Yes.
They're so
They
much
learn-
better than me talking English.
Well, I mean, you guys speak beautifully, but yes, I was wondering how do you get assistance with the communication? Is that because the boys learn it at school, come home and assist you guys as well?
Yes.
Yeah, and they are much on YouTube because they are playing with the people from other countries. So they're much better than us. They laugh about our English a lot of the time.
Yeah.
That must be really strange, just having your child say to you, "No, that's
Yeah.
wrong."
Yeah, it is.
Got the new single coming out. What was the inspiration for the song? Because you know your name came up. It's kind of like what I see in my mind is like when you're waiting for someone to call, and suddenly the name comes up, or suddenly you think of that person, and it's that feeling that you get. You know, maybe that butterfly feeling in your tummy and stuff. So is that along the lines of where it comes from?
Yes, the lyrics in the song. I think the one of those who wrote the song is a really good guy called Davis Branch. And
David
he
Branch,
kind of,
I played his songs the other week. He's a fantastic songwriter, actually.
yes, he is. He
Really
really
pleased
is.
to hear that
And
you've been working with him.
yes, it's so cool. And the thing is that when he write this song, he left it kind of open for everyone to interpret the song how they want to, because the song is about missing someone, and if you lost that one in a breakup or an accident or whatever. But the thing is, he's trying to live everyday life, going on with his life, and then suddenly something happens that the memory of the one he loves just pops up, and then he's been drawn back to where he was the moment she or he or whatever was gone. So I listened to this song so many times. I sang this song so many times, and it's kind of like everybody can relate to this song somehow. So I think David Branch did a great job with keeping it open. He haven't said a thing that happened. It's up to the listeners
I
to
think that's
decide.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely brilliant. Is that it's actually that's exactly how a song should be, how it's interpreted, how it's interpreted by the listener. Absolutely, absolutely. That's exactly how it should be. And you know, so you're fairly early, I suppose, on your musical journey. But you know, that's why I think it's so lovely to have both of you on today. Is for, you know, for people to see that it's a joint effort. It's a supportive unit. You know, actually, you can integrate family into your musicianship. And I know you've been doing loads of live streams as well. I mean, we should see more of you, Hilma. Really,
Yes.
honestly, look at that face. We should
Absolutely.
see far more of
He
her.
called
But,
me. He called me assistant, and that's so embarrassing. He says, "Oh, I'm gonna hear with my assistant."
I thought it
I'm
sounded more
like, oh.
professional.
Yeah.
PA.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, when you abbreviate it, it sounds more important, doesn't it? But you know what? She does have the most important job, and we know that anyway.
I
Yes.
do.
Yes.
Oh yes. But so the single is out on the 12th,
Yes.
12th of June. You're releasing it across the globe. It's going out on Spotify. It's going out
Yes.
everywhere on all the platforms and all the streaming platforms will be able to download the song, and it really is lovely. I'm definitely going to get you to do an acoustic version of the song for me at some point.
Yes, I will.
And I'm going to play that out over the next few weeks because we want to hear this song. We want to get this song out there. This is obviously your debut.
Yeah.
So it's really important to get it out there. So plans for any more songs or an EP or an album? We must have
Well-
something in the pipeline. Danny, what we got?
Yeah. What I have planned right now is that I'm going to release one song every other month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's going to be an album with 12 songs at the end. So sometimes it's only 1 month between. So I'm really looking forward. So I've been working with
quite
a lot of
exciting.
great producers. Yes.
So
It's
we've
really
got a year's worth, pretty much, or give or take, sort of, what's that, 6 to 12 months worth of continuous songs coming out
Yes, that's right.
before we get the full album. That sounds
Yes.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic.
So you won't get rid of me that easy.
No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that, Danny. We've just met you. We're just
Yeah.
on your journey, and I think you're gonna really go somewhere. I think we don't have a great deal of Norwegian artists, and certainly not played over here. And it's about certainly getting the demographics and getting more musicians over from other countries, and especially when you have the unique sound that you do. So it's really important.
Thank
So
you.
yes, we look forward to seeing you more often and hearing all the fabulous new music you have to come. Is there anything you would like to say to us in Norwegian before we go?
In Norwegian?
Yeah.
Ha en fin helg. That
And
means have a great weekend.
have a great weekend.
Yes.
Well, it's storming here, but we will try to. But it's so lovely to meet you both. Hilma, stay supportive, and honestly, your posts bring us all lots of sunshine. So
Yeah, thank you.
welcome, and it's lovely to meet both of you properly. And I can't
Yes.
wait for you
The
come
same.
over and get up on
Yes.
stage and let's do a gig.
Yes,
absolutely.
We love to.
Yes.
All right then, guys. Well, thank you so much for talking today. It's been lovely to meet you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. The same.
See you soon.
Yes.
See you later.
Take care, guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
Hi guys, it's Jess T on countryradio.uk. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and know that there will be plenty more music videos, live exclusives and performances from country music artists across the UK and beyond.